Hey, what's going on, man? Hola, amigo. ¿Cómo estás? Guten Tag, wie geht's dir? We got Houc of the B11 clan and the Jagdpather 2. Jagdpather 2. Try that again one more time. Jagdpather 2. No, I'm only doing one cut. I'm not doing this. I'm no cuts, no edits, no nothing. Sand River, standard battle. Uh, this is again Houc of the B11th clan. We've had him once before in the Jagdpather. Jesus, can I not say this tank? Is there something about this tank that I just can't pronounce it? We had him once before in the Jagdpather 2, and he's after posting the video and coming back, he said he won another chance. He sent me another replay on this one, and he also put some comments on the things too. I have my both monitors up right now. I'm looking at the comments on the right monitor as I'm watching this one at the left. So right off the bat, I do not like what this team is doing at all. We got everybody going south, nobody in the middle here, and just a couple dudes up here in the north. This is a tier 8 game, and I'd say that, well, I'd say it's probably more so a tier 7 game than a tier 8 game. The Jagdpather 2 is a tier 8 tank. He's doing a good job sitting back here. Just basically, he's the one that's scouting, essentially. He's got binocs, he's got a camo net here. He is, again, the tier 8 tank destroyer sitting back at base, but there's nobody ahead of him. Look at what is this team doing? Why is everybody down here in the south? Wait a minute, is he? No, and he's by himself too, so I guess this is just your typical pub game, you know? Which really isn't all that surprising. Trying a quick snapshot. He does note that he does a lot of snap shooting early, and that has worked for him in the past. The German tanks are good tanks. They got good guns on them. This thing is a 105, 320 damage, 200 pen. But I'm personally not a fan of snapshotting. There you go. Go after that T-34. He's the main target. Well, that'll sometimes happen. There's not much you can do about that, bro. That one goes down in the dirt. You can't do anything about that. I mean, this is at 481 meters, so... Getting awfully unlucky, but it's just the way it is. Again, now the ISU back there is 140, 498. Looks like that one went into the ISU, though. ISU or SU 152, one or the other. There we go. Finally hitting that T-34. And the KV-85 is the one that took that T-34 out. Now, I've been getting a lot of questions. Do I like the Jagdpather 2 more, or do I like the Ferd more? Personally, I have not played the Jagdpather 2, but I hear a lot of good things about it. Primarily, with the Ferd, everybody knows that it's a big bad tank. Everybody sees that thing, and what do? Time to load gold. And they shoot at the upper casement and all that kind of junk. You know, it's just the way it is with the Ferd. The Jagdpather 2, it's a sneaky tank. When they first see it, they don't necessarily load gold for it because they think, oh, it's not the first, it's Jagdpather 2. But look at this angling on this. Jesus, man, look at that angling. That is some crazy angling. You can bounce a lot with this tank, and it is very mobile. So it's just more so, what kind of style do you like? You want this fast, mobile kind of tank like the Jagdpather 2 is, or do you like to sit in one spot and kind of just chill out there and do some dirty work from way back yonder? It's really up to personal preference. Both are excellent tanks. So we got 3.6. You can see here. I'm surprised that we have not just got totally worked in the south. There we go. Another nice shot on that Panther. Now Houc is in a really good spot here because all of these dudes are getting lit up and they're on the outside. You see that? It looks like these tanks are on the far side of these dunes. So these guys will try to get away from them and they'll come on the outside. So they'll be hidden from the KV-85, they'll be hidden from the Jagdpather 8.8, but they'll be wide open to Houc in this thing. You can see there that the Fury was wide open, and I think it was a VK that was out in the open down there. See right there, look at. So they got, they got to be exposed to somebody. They can't hide from everybody. Tiger 2, that's a good target to get a shot in on. Nice. Now I am noticing the reload seems a little junky. I don't know if you've got I noticed that since, well, you have to have, I would assume you'd have vents, right? You got vents and gun rammer, or you can't have gun rammer, you can only have one of the two. So it's either vents or gun rammer. I'm assuming though that it would be vents rather than a gun rammer. Picks up 2 quick kills. Again, they're on the outside. That's exactly where Houc or Houc wants them to be. It's perfect for him, although he does have to start watching his right side. Come on. Come on, thread the needle. That's going to be a hit. Yep. Perfect. Nice leading. And see, look, this is the stuff that you cannot do. All of these tanks, they're all keyed in on this KV-85. And the entire time, look at, there's 4. Houc in a phenomenal spot. They're all worried about this KV-85. They drive right in front of Houc and he just knocks them out, one after the other. In fact, he's only got 2 shells left. 6 cents. That's great. I'd love to see that. What was I talking about bouncing? Huh? Except for that one. There's 3 bounces. Granted, it's a tier 6 and he's a tier 8 tank, but still, a bounce is a bounce is a bounce. Tier 6s can kill tier 8s just like you can kill any other tank. Good night. Yeah. Not quite, bro. You shouldn't have been fit. You shouldn't. That Hellcat there had his side armor to him, so that's his own fault. And you shouldn't have pushed your Hellcat for crying out loud going against a tier 8 tank. What do you think is going to happen? Take your time, bro. Take your time. There you go. Got himself his top gun. Still is at basically down 200 health, so he's in a good position. But now he's firing gold because he's out of regular rounds. Can't hate on the dude for that. Oof. Don't worry. I think both of those tanks will just bounce off that front end. See, that's the kind of the downfall about doing the snapshotting stuff, is then you end up running out of ammo when you don't want to. And all that's left is tier 6 tanks. Literally, other than Houc, all that's left is tier 6 tanks. Can't be doing that. .303, yeah. He can't sit up there and put that kind of damage in, or take that kind of damage, because he's just not putting out that much. Good. KV-85 doing something. Now, where is this guy? Okay, we got one behind us. Whoa. How does he bounce with the frickin'... Let me see something. 244 pen, 320 damage, and he bounces. That's kind of unlucky. See, what was I telling you about bouncing? And you're gonna say, oh, but those are all tier 6 tanks. Yeah, well, that's true. They are tier 6 tanks, but they're all bouncing from the front. And there's a tier 8 tank bouncing against a tier 6 right there. So, what do you want from me? So this is good. He's backing up. This is excellent. He's doing a very good job here. Very good. He was getting pushed by them both. He was getting shot by them both, rather. And what does he do? He backs up. It's a perfect play there. Try to keep them in front of you. Don't sit in one spot and key in on one and then lose track of the other, and then they're behind you. It's excellent. Back up and try to keep them in front of you as long as possible. That's vital in these fixed turreted tank destroyers. And this here is also really, really smart. Just back straight the heck up. That's exactly what you want to do. There's no sense in this guy sticking his neck out there and trying to... Oh, HE, and he bounces. Well, didn't really bounce, it just didn't count for anything. But he's only got 4 shells left. And he's only got 97 HP left, too. Yeah, I don't know what this KV-85 is doing other than nothing. At this point, he's doing nothing. He did all right because he destroyed that one M4 that was up on top of the hill a little bit ago. But right now, he is just useless. I don't know why he's not coming. Well, he's probably a young player that doesn't know what they're doing. Don't do it. You're almost out. Thing is, one shot would probably take him out. What's this one at now? 60 pen, 420 damage. See, he's doing good with them. He's pulling them back. You see that? He keeps pulling this M4 back. He moves up a little bit as M4 starts to engage, and then he pulls back, and he keeps sucking this M4 in, but this KV-85 is doing nothing. Very good mind games with this guy. And at this point, it's just too little too late. Keep your front end to him. Come on. Takes it in the track. No! Doesn't that figure that guy kills him? That the KV-85 destroys the M4 right after the M4 destroys us? Oh, man. Let's go take a look at the stats. Mastery Badge Ace Tanker, not surprised. High Caliber, not surprised. Top Gun, obviously not surprised. He got himself 7 kills. Did a really good job here. It's a long list of tanks there, is it not? Okay, we got distorted for damage dealt, 4,064 in the Jagdpather, which is rightfully so. It was top. He was top tier tank destroyer. Nonetheless, he should be top. And the opposite team, the 2,864 with the Panther M10. So what's that, like 1,200 more than the next highest guy on the opposite team, and then on his own team, basically like what, 2,300, something like that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to talk about here. 40 shots fired, 22 direct hits, 16 pens, 25 hits received, 11 pens, 14 non-pens. Wow. Wait till we get to that part. 38,582 credits earned, 11,000 to resupply or repair the vehicle. 73,750 to resupply the ammo, and 1,500 for the consumables. Grand total of a negative 47,748 credit. Wow, lost. What? Jeez. What the heck is that? Non-premium player. That's the biggest loss I've ever seen, and it's a Mastery Badges tanker. 40 shots fired. Only 7 of those, remember, only 7 were premium shells. 5 were HE. The rest were just normal shells. Is it expensive to run this tank, or is it not expensive to run this tank? I mean, that's just crazy. That's just ridiculous. There's no reason why it should be like that. When you have a game like he had, like Houc had in this thing, there's no reason why you should have lose 50,000 credits. Oh man, it hurts. It hurts my heart and it hurts my mind to see that. All in all, though, Houc, great job. I think you did better in this one than you did in the previous one. You can see, yeah, you weren't paying too much attention, and you admitted it in the email to me. He admitted that he wasn't paying too much attention to how much ammo he had left. And you were snapshotting, and that's the dangers of snapshotting. But he says that, hey, sometimes it works, and I've seen it. I've seen it with you guys with derp tanks and the whole 9, where you start doing those snapshots, and it works. But I'd say on the whole, it doesn't. The exception proves the rule. It works once in a while, yes, but on the most part, you have games like that where you don't get those kind of hits. So just keep that in mind. But other than that, I think you had a great game. I really liked the way that you played that ending when you were getting down to the end of your ammo, and although you didn't realize it, you kept sucking him in. You kept sucking the M4 in, trying to get that KV-85 to help you. Granted, he kind of did, but it was just a little too late. But that was really clever. That was really good. The mental game, and that's what's really not appreciated. Not a whole heck of a lot of people appreciate the mental games that go on in World of Tanks, which is to me the most fun. I don't really care too much anymore about the gameplay or the graphics or anything. Yeah, the graphics are nice. Yeah, it's kind of cool to fly around with tanks, but it's the mental games. It's outthinking your opponent. That's the really cool stuff, and that's what you can see Houc do here. So thank you so much for sending that in. Please go down below. Please like the video. It helps other people know that this is a good video. Please leave comments to give Houc the props, which they are due. And you know what? Give them a little pat on the back and some express your deepest sympathies, especially if you're a premium player, that he came out with a 47,000 credit loss here. Please subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and consider donating. You can do that down below. There's a link for you to donate via PayPal, or you can click on this on the screen. Here's an exclamation point, and that can bring you to Google Wallet, and you can donate either one of those ways. That helps the channel, and it helps my Twitch stream, helps me produce more video game content, because it helps me afford and pay for my credits, or my credits, but my loans, and it helps me buy a new computer, which is what I'm saving up for now. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope the rest of your day is a great one. Take care. Bye.